Hey everyone, welcome back to another Optics Word of the Week. This week's word for optics is refraction. If any of you remember back to your high school days or maybe your college days, we are talking about the refraction of light. We're talking about the bending of light. And I want us to think about the direction that you're heading with your business this year. You may have a concept in mind of where you want to go this year, and you may be heading down that path. And I want you to think about, do you need to refract just a little bit? Do you need to adjust your sights just a little bit? Just change the direction of your beam of focus just a little bit to move in a slightly different direction. Some of you may remember there was an episode of The Office several years ago where Dwight Schrute and the manager, they were in their car and they were driving along, and the GPS was telling them which way to go. And as they were going, Dwight like turns the car and they drive right into the lake, and he blindly was following the GPS. And there are times when we need to take a step back, look at the direction of where we're going, and ask the question, are we going in the right direction? Do we need to make some slight adjustments, or do we need to actually turn around and go the other way? And so as business owners, as business leaders, I want all of you to be thinking about, what do you need to refract or adjust in terms of your direction this year in order to get to the ultimate goal that you're looking to get to? Sometimes things don't appear quite as they are. For example, if you're looking down into some water, we went sailing earlier this year, and as you're looking down in the water, you might see a fish floating around. Well, the fish isn't actually a straight line the way you see it. The water refracts it. So sometimes we need to look at our data in this way as well. So as business owners, I want you to think about the data that you have that might be giving you the concepts of where you're going and why you're going there and how you should make some adjustments and stuff. But you might need to look at it through a different lens. You might need to look at it with some refraction and understand what's really happening behind the scenes. Sometimes those things that we see aren't quite as straight as we might see them. And so I encourage you to take a step back this week, think about the direction that you're heading, and ask yourself the question, do I need to refract a little bit? Do I need to make an adjustment, maybe go through a prism and make a little bit of an adjustment in order to be more successful this year? So as you go through this week and think about those small adjustments you might make, not making massive changes, but just making a small tweak in the direction that you're heading, the results may turn out to be really, really amazing. In fact, in the book Atomic Habits that I read a few weeks ago, one of the things he talks about is this concept of doing 1% better every day. It's not talking about an entirely different direction. I'm just going to pull it up here, right? But the concept of getting 1% better every single day. And when you think about getting 1% better every day, at the end of the year, you're 37 times what you were at the beginning of the year because of the compounding effect. So just making a small tweak, a small adjustment, and creating that as a habit that can follow you throughout the year can make an enormous impact on the results of your business and the results of the direction that you're heading as an organization. So looking forward to next week. We're going to talk next week a little bit about focus and about getting really focused on the things that you that are going to help make you successful this year. A couple other things. Check out the Optics in Action podcast. We've kept recording episodes. We're going to be releasing a couple episodes every week, and we've got some great experts that are coming up on that. If you know of somebody who'd be interested in being on that podcast, definitely send them to podcast.epsoptics.com. If you're interested in the optics book that's coming out later this year, I'd encourage you to go to book.epsoptics.com and register for a copy of your free book, Optics. And we're going to learn more and more about the impact of the study of light and the concepts of where these things are going and where these things will take you to. So have an amazing week. Do a little refraction this week to slightly adjust the path that you're on and get consistent about it. Have a great week.